Yo, yo, yo. There we go. All right, now they're gonna be able to hear me. All right. Oh, my voice is echoing in. Oh, let's do that. Okay. Yo, yo. I think they can hear me now. I can hear it through your screen. Awesome. Dope. Awesome. Tyson is definitely in the house as well, guys. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He is here with us. We are all good. I have not sent the link out, guys. We have been we have been dealing with some stuff, baby. We're working. We are working. Yes, we are. So, yeah, sorry about being a little bit late, guys. We're gonna get this thing started. As you guys know, we have Tyson on here so far. I have so many messages. Oh my goodness. Okay, I've gotta catch up here. All right, I need to grab the link. There we go. All right, now I'm dropping the link out really quick to everybody. Where's the trade house chat? There we are. Okay, there's that. Global Premier Club. I've got so many. All right, cool. So we got the messages sent out. What is going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing so far? It is the start of the week. We have a lot of stuff that we are going to be going over for also on a new browser as well. So like all of my nothing is saved. All right, Forex Factory because I'm not doing push-ups today. There we go. Calendar. Got it pulled up. Cool. All right, so I've got that pulled up. I I can go without water. I've got this. All right. And Tyson, whatever you like to go through tonight, you can go ahead and loud and clear. Dope, dope, dope. Okay. Oh yes. Absolutely. Giving what time is it right now? It is what are we at 11:18? Yeah, we're a little behind. That's okay. We don't the markets are open, everything is fine. We're going to be able to find many opportunities within the market. So, it's not like we're going to be missing hell of a lot. We're going to be looking at the pairs and Tyson, another thing that, I'd like for you to just kind of briefly go over your strategy a little bit. It's just, it's really, really powerful, like with what you do and how it's all done. It's just incredible. One thing I've always loved is, I teach away, you teach away, Bob, Joe teaches away. Everybody has a different way of teaching things, and it's just incredible when everybody collabs. Okay, so guys, all right, I'm not satisfied with that. I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab some water, and then we're gonna kick things off. So Tyson, you got the floor at the second. I will be right back. Sorry about that. Oh, okay. I know how to fix it. It's my bad. Alright, capture devices, system audio capture. There we go. And then throw that Let me know. There we go. Change the audio. Tyson, talk. Nope. Not yet. All right. Because it needs to be on system audio. So sorry about that, guys. Like I said, we're going to be starting a little bit late because of See if I just added another. I don't understand why that's echoing. Shit. Yeah, I'm getting it. Okay, so my mic is coming through fine, but the sound is echoing. Why? Why would the sound be echoing? Okay, I've got system sounds. If I mute this, this should not be playing sound. Clear this layer. Okay, so this is not accepting audio like at all. So that is not accepting audio. My voice, of course, is coming through. So they're able to hear me, but they're getting so changing the screen capture, system audio capture. Yes. Hello. Go ahead, Tyson. Nope, not yet. Okay. And it's not reverberating like immensely like it was a second ago. But that's because all I got to do is screen capture. See, when I do this, now you can see my screen. When I do this, and I put in system audio capture 1, Tyson speak. Oh, wait. Delete that. Delete this. Can't delete that. I'm not going to clear the screenshot out. Screen capture, audio, capture system audio. Go ahead. Nope, not yet. Still not. Keyboard, change template, system, add audio, system audio. It should be right here, system audio. You're coming through my system. Unless, for whatever reason, your voice is getting transmitted to something else. So leave audio options. No. Where are you being routed to? Speaker. You're going into my mic for you to hear me, and then so let's send you into the speakers. Okay, talk, Tyson.
Go.
You're echoing again. It's amazing to hear that. Not really. It's insane. I don't understand why that's happening. How could you be reverberating if it's not even capturing your voice once?
Is it the Zoom or no?
There it is. I think that worked. All right, guys, y'all should be able to hear him now. So sorry about that. That should not have been that big of a deal. I don't know why I made it that big of a deal. Let me know if you guys can hear Tyson now. Now it's good. Yes, awesome. We can get it started. So sorry about that, guys. All right, so you already know what we're going to get this. You already know how we're going to get things started. You know that we're going to go ahead and start with the breathing exercises. So, guys, what I want you to go ahead and do, kind of just stretch out a little bit. You know, what did you guys go over on the weekend? Like, what was some of the stuff that you got accomplished? Think about it. And now let's bring it back into class. Let's bring it back to where we need to be. So I'm going to go ahead and start mine off. Just All right, guys, with your eyes being closed, with with guys, as you're going to continue with your breathing exercises right now. First of all, guys, I want to apologize for the little bit of the audio problems that you guys just had to have. I hope it didn't blow your ears up or anything like that. I'm really sorry. Got it figured out now, but thank you guys so much for being here tonight. Being a part of the community, being a part of the classroom that we have going on, a part of everything that we have going on. The simple fact that whoever is in here, whoever can hear my voice right now, you are a part of the part. You are playing a much bigger role than I don't think that many of you might not realize, about just the simple fact that you guys are helping push consciousness to the next level just by not doing whatever it is that other people are doing on this night, even though there are other people that are doing the same thing, but you are doing it as well. You're not out partying, you're not out doing stuff that isn't serving you as a person. You're here in class, you're here being with the abundance of other people, as you all are coming into synchronicity with each other right now about really being able to bounce and feed ideas off of each other. It's really powerful, guys. It's really, I say it all the time like a broken record. I love it so much that everybody is here, and as everybody's coming into the same vibrational frequency with each other, that we're really going to be able to push things off to the next level. So go ahead and open your eyes, guys. Welcome to the Trade House stream. As you guys can see, we have one of the man, the myth, the legend himself, Tyson Kane, on here with us right now. Just ignore Chris Terry. I can't really get rid of that. Actually, Tyson, can you start another Zoom really quick? Nah, don't worry about it. It doesn't matter because we're gonna get off to the charts. Anyway, so you're not even gonna be looking at us. Um, guys, we're gonna be first of all, we're gonna go ahead and get through Augmendino. Why did that screen just go green?
Want to share your screen, bro? Or should
Do you
I?
see that? Do you see the screen going green?
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, that might just be me then. Okay, because I don't see anybody else saying it either. All right. So, all right. The last scroll that we read. Uh, let's see. Today I will be the master of my emotions. That was the last one that we read. Chance, what's up, brother? Good to see you. All right. So we're gonna start with the scroll 4. Everybody can still hear me. And remember, guys, just listen to these affirmations as that's what they are. And make sure that you are going to be carrying this on into the week and everything else that you're going to be doing. Not just trading, not just building anything. Just being a human being with all relationships with when you talk to the person at the gas station or at the grocery store. Just in general, guys. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Scroll chapter 14, the scroll marked 4. I will laugh at the world. No living creature can laugh except man. Trees may bleed when they are wounded, and beasts in the field will cry in pain and hunger. Yet only I have the gift of laughter, as it is mine to use whenever I choose. Henceforth I will cultivate the habit of laughter. I will smile and my digestion will improve. I will chuckle and my burdens will be lightened. I will laugh and my life and will be lengthened, for this is the great secret of long life, and now it is mine. I will laugh at the world. And most of all, I will laugh at myself for man's most comical when he takes himself too seriously. Never will I fall into this trap of the mind. For though I might be nature's greatest miracle, am I not still a mere grain tossed by the winds of time? Do I truly know whence I came or whither I am bound? Will my concern for this day not seem foolish 10 years hence? Why should I permit the petty happenings of today to disturb me? What can take place before the sun sets which will not seem insignificant in the river of centuries? I will laugh at the world. And how can I laugh when confronted with man or deed which offends me, so as to bring forth my tears or my curses? 4 words I will train myself to say until they become a habit so strong that immediately they will appear in my mind whenever good humor threatens to depart from me. These words, passed down from the ancients, will carry me through every adversity and maintain my life in balance. These 4 words are, this too shall pass. I will laugh at the world. For all worldly things shall indeed pass. When I am heavy with heartache, I shall console myself that this too shall pass. When I am puffed with success, I shall warn myself that this too shall pass. When I am strangled in poverty, I shall tell myself that this too shall pass. When I am burdened with wealth, I shall tell myself too, this shall pass. Yeah, verily, when is he who built the pyramid, is he not buried within its stone? And will the pyramid one day not also be buried under sand? If all things shall pass, why should I be of concern for today? I will laugh at the world. I will paint this day with laughter. I will frame this night in song. Never will I labor to be happy, rather will I remain too busy to be sad. I will enjoy today's happiness today. It is not grain to be stored in a box. It is not wine to be saved in a jar. It cannot be saved for the morrow. It must be sown and reaped on the same day, and this I will do henceforth. I will laugh at the world. And with my laughter, all things will be reduced to their proper size. I will laugh at my new failures, and they will vanish in clouds of new dreams. I will laugh at my successes, as they will shrink to their true value. I will laugh at evil, and it will die untasted. I will laugh at goodness, and it will thrive and abound. Each day will be triumphant only when my smiles bring forth smiles from others, and I do this in selfishness. For those on whom I frown are those who purchase not my goods. I will laugh at the world. Henceforth will I shed only tears of sweat, for those of sadness or remorse of frustration are of no value in the marketplace, whilst each smile can be exchanged for gold, and each kind word spoken from the heart can build a castle. Never will I allow myself to become so important, so wise, so dignified, so powerful that I forget how to laugh at myself and my world. In this matter, I will always remain as a child, for only as a child am I given the ability to look up to others. And so long as I look up to another, I will never grow too long from my cot. I will laugh at the world. So long as I can never as so long as I can laugh, never will I be poor. This then is one of nature's greatest gifts, and I will waste it no more. Only with laughter and happiness can I truly become a success. Only with laughter and happiness can I enjoy the fruits of my labor. Where if it not so, far better would it be to fail. For happiness is the wine that sharpens the taste of the meal. To enjoy success, I must have happiness, and laughter will be the maiden who serves me. I will be happy. I will be successful. I will be the greatest salesman the world has ever known. Namaste. Namaste, Augmendino. Love this book to death, guys. That was a scroll marked 4. And really what he's trying to say, guys, before we get into everything, let me get some water really quick. Sorry. Sorry about that. So really what he's trying to say is when they're doing what they're what no matter is what we're doing, don't seem too conceited, don't seem defeated, don't the whole thing is just don't live on one side or the other. You can't have good without bad. You cannot. We were literally just talking about this on the last webinar that we were just on. No chart, no nothing, just goes straight up. Nothing ever. You can put your bank account, your ups and downs in your life, the charts, the Apple stock. It doesn't matter what it is. It goes like this. You're always going to have your ups and your downs. So really what he's saying is he's not physically just like laughing as in everything is a joke. He's just you gotta just always remember the sense of irony of everything that we always do on a daily basis. It doesn't matter if you're super successful or you're super in a rut right now. Just laugh at it in the sense of it's going to pass. You know that it's going to your successes are going to be reduced to their true value. Your failures are going to be the success for your next day. They're going to be the next thing that's going to take you off to that next level. And as you read The Greatest Salesman in the World, you'll start to and I know that for all of my peeps who have been in here, I've forced you to listen to it over and over and over for everybody who's been watching it nonstop, because these affirmations, even Tyson himself, like he even told me that that he's even wrote down his own positive affirmations. Like, yes, he gets it through The Greatest Salesman in the World, but he has some that are personally really, really much so devoured into him as the individual. And that's really what I would like to see happen as well. And so where is my notebook? Okay, so, as we always do, we're going to be assigning out homework. So I'm going to think about a little bit about what that homework is going to be. Positive affirmations, like personal, is something I really like. And that's something that anybody can have done, like, really, really fast. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down right now. So, guys, as we continue this week, remember that you're constantly going to be doing everything to manifest the success that you are going towards. Every single action that you take, everything that you're about to type into the chat, or if if you're going to trade London, if you're going to trade New York, whatever it is, whatever you're going to be doing today, you're going to be literally everything is going to be set into motion as to where your mindset is. If you're striving for success, you're going to get it. If you're striving for failure, you're going to get it. It's that simple. Don't overcomplicate it. It's not complicated. Whatever you decide to choose in your life is exactly what's going to happen to you. If you're not going to be successful in Forex, for example, because of blank, whatever this is, X, Y, Z, whatever you have told yourself is going to be the thing that's going to fail. It's going to make you fail. It's going to be the ball and chain, and that's not what you want, guys. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. I'm going to go ahead and move over. Actually, wait. I forgot. Yo, Tyson is here. Guys, I'm going to Tyson, is there anything that you would like to share before we start looking up the charts and everything? This is your first time on the Trade House stream. It's really,
Yes.
really, I'm really, really happy to see that. It's just, it's incredible, man. Go ahead. Go ahead. See you
Yeah.
right now.
Well, thank you, brother. Yeah, guys, I just really wanted to take a moment to show my gratitude not only for everyone that consistently comes on here and connects with us and adds to the collective of progression of forex mindset and consciousness, but it really gives me a lot of pride, and I get a lot of amazing positive energy every time I'm on this stream. And I hope you guys feel the same way, because at the end of the day, the whole movement of DFW traders, as you guys know, is to help collectively grow as one, so that we can be the shining light in the society moving forward. So, um, a bit about me, if you guys don't know who I am yet, my name is Tyson K. I am one of the educators and traders in IML, and I'm from Australia. I'm in Sydney, and I'm really, really proud and honoured to be part of this. I started my forex journey about 5 to 6 months ago. I was the last job that I'll ever work. I was working as a travel agent in a small town in Australia. I'm originally from Sydney, but I went for a bit of a spiritual journey, as you might put it. And basically, I found myself. I was lost at that time, and I was doing a lot of personal development, a lot of meditation, connecting with nature. Making sacrifices, not hanging around naysayers and negative energies. I was consciously, being aware of my thoughts, and just surrounding myself with and eliminating any negativity, but just surrounding myself with the most positive, uplifting, and progressive thought thinking people. And then I got connected to IML, literally started, and 2 weeks later I quit my job and never looked back. So it was definitely something that was meant to be for me. It was my calling, and now I get to help as many people unlock their true potential. And one of my affirmations, one of my goals, is to help 1 billion people unlock their true potential before my last breath on this earth. So and I will achieve that. I have no doubt. There is no limitation to my mind. There is no limitation to what I can achieve. And I want you guys to understand that you can do that as well. I'm no one special. I wasn't born with a special power. I wasn't born with a different brain. I wasn't born with different limbs. You know what I mean? I'm exactly as you, though I have just consciously realized it earlier. Maybe you guys are on this journey as well. We're on this journey. I'm not saying, you're not on this journey, but you can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be. And I really, really want you guys to understand that. And we are here doing that and unlocking each other's potential moving forward. So you'll be seeing a lot of me. My trading name is the Crystal Trader. I've been given that name by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rob King. So, you'll be seeing a lot of me. I'll be doing as much as education. I love sharing knowledge. I love, finding out the best of the best. I'm a life hacker. I'm a biohacker. I'm a full-time trader, a full-time educator, and I just want to help as many people as I can. So, Mike, I will.
Powerful. Absolutely powerful, bro. You're one
I
of your
will pass.
strongest goals, 1 billion people in
Yeah,
in a in a in your lifetime, man. That's incredible, bro. It's just insane, man. That is so awesome. Like I share that same goal. There's 6 billion people on this planet. That's mine. 7. So it's like 6 or 7. However
yeah,
many people that we're going to possibly be able to touch in our in our very short amount of period of time is completely dependent on us. And that's not just for me and Tyson, guys. That's for everybody. That's for the person that as soon as you get off this webinar, you're going to go to the gas station and grab you a drink. How you approach that cashier. If just think about if you were if you were just in the greatest mood in the world, and you didn't even have to, like, this isn't even about money, like, you didn't pay anything forward. You just had a smile on your face. You just you were just that person that's what that person needed. And I mean, it just goes down to something as so simple as that. Just having a smile on your face when you walk into a store. Obviously, we get a lot deeper. This is something that we're doing. We do this on a nightly basis, as almost like 5 nights a week. And that is just another thing that we do. And as more new people like to cop on, maybe that they get something, maybe that they pull something out of this, and then they go on and transition. So even Tyson, like, brother, you probably already have met your goal. You would never know, because that one person that you talk to talks to that one person, and then that person ends up talking to 10 other people. And I mean, it just goes on and on and on. I mean, just like the ripples that we create in our lives, guys, we have no idea. Like, we really genuinely have no idea how powerful everything that we do is. I mean, just something literally as simple as a smile. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it, guys. We're gonna go ahead and check out the news because we ain't doing no push-ups. All right, so we are on Monday. Well, okay, so it's about to be Monday. Right here we're looking at the London session. Obviously for the rest of the week, we're not looking at anything incredibly heavy. Not a lot, especially in London tonight. Excuse me, not anything really in London. There's not going to be Tyson here. I'll screen share for you, brothers, so you will see what I'm doing. So it'll just be. Let me do this really quick. Screen share. Okay, so I'm gonna share this to you. Okay, so now you'll be able to see mine. Okay, so I'll move this over here. All right, so guys, as we're looking, we're going to be, nothing is happening tonight for London. It's literally one news at 2 a.m. and one news at 4 a.m. And then the next news that's going to be coming out is, well, okay, I'm going to stop saying times because that's not really helpful. This is relative to me, not relative to probably a lot of people in here. But anyways, New York session, one news release, right an hour and a half after it opens, and then the Asian session is going to be taking off a little bit, and then right back to where London is going to start to light up, like the right between Asia and London. We're going to be getting a little bit of news, but like I said, not really a whole lot to be looking forward to. Not really a lot to not anything to try to capitalize off of. So it should be good. So let me go ahead and get off social media. I don't need that. Oh, by the way, I ran into this. This might have been CPA, but this is a little. This is something completely random. I'm so sorry. It was just because it's up. I'm about to remove it, but this is gonna help. This helps people lucid dream. You put this thing on your head while you sleep, and it can help you lucid dream, which can help you with so many different aspects of your life. Just everything. We're not gonna talk about that right now, though. Okay, I can't delete it. Give me. Uh-oh. Okay. I got the circle right now. 1 second. What is happening? Come on. Well,
Inside the lucid dreaming.
yeah, it's something really really dope. You put those little things that are on the side of it on like your temples, and that lucid dream, the little black box, it goes onto your pineal gland, like on top of your crown, and it stimulates. Designed to be worn comfortably while you sleep. Long-lasting rechargeable battery, contains microcontroller units and a TACS simulator. Um, it just helps you, just kind of sends those kind of impulses into your brain that really could help you start to lucid dream. Really sorry, I'm not trying to, stick on that. It's frozen right now. Firefox in general. I switched, guys. I'm not on Chrome anymore, so but look at what's happening. This is not, I don't deal with this. No, no, sir. Uh-uh.
No.
Okay, so we're going to go to TradingView right now because I just had to kill all of that. All right, so here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Now, what are we looking at? Is there any pairs that you guys want to start off with? Well, I'm not gonna. I don't really want to do EU unless you guys want me to. I have to reopen up the chat really fast because I just had to kill Firefox. 1 second, so I don't even know. Okay, I'll move this over here. I just had to kill Firefox. Mute my stuff. All right. Awesome. This is truly beautiful. Tyson, Mike, we are all the new hearts and minds of the new age paradigm shift to the higher consciousness on earth. Oh my goodness. Ike, yes. All right.
Yes. Powerful.
How is extreme? Yes, and it's so funny because we've all known this our entire lives too, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about. You've always felt like you were here for a higher purpose. I didn't go to school because I just knew that that wasn't it. For some reason, I'm talking about a long time ago, like fifth grade. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be going to college, to be completely honest. And not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm not saying that, but uh, I just knew that I had a higher calling. I just had a higher purpose than that. All right, so what is this? Oh, this is Euro USD. I just said I don't want to do that one. So, all right, we're going to check out, yes, Odd USD. Thank you. And Shane will check out G to J here in a second. But I'm going to throw mine out, and then I'm going to totally hand it over to Tyson, and then we're going to see what Tyson's got. You know, we're just going to see just a whole, you know, guys, I haven't had a guest on here, like, oh my God, it's been forever. So, you know, we literally just did this on the fly. We really didn't have anything, like, super, super planned out. We literally had just got off of a webinar and hopped onto this webinar. So, you know, we're just going to, you know, right now we're just going to be looking at some biases. All right, so what are we on? This is on the daily, so this is the hour. All right, so where is the news session? So what do we got going on? All right, so here we are since the market open right down here. We did not have a market open on AU, as you guys should know. Let me see here. Let me go ahead and expand my fibs out just a little bit more because I want to see. Oh, this is on the daily, isn't it? I do not like daily fibs anymore. I mean, only unless I'm trying to get something done, but I'm going to go ahead and remove mine and see what. Look at that drop on that daily. Look at that AU drop. It's nuts. Look at all that downside pushing and just like that. Look at real quick, guys. Just for that level of confluence, or you know, just with the level of deeper understanding. As you can see, AU is 100% on that downtrend, and we just had a nasty, gnarly move to the upside, and that's obviously where the market is opened, right back at the bottom of, you know, it hasn't come down to touch that lowest low. And so one thing that I want you guys to go ahead and write down for the relevant high or for the relevant low for AU, at least for right now where price is right at this, like 0.74964. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down. And as we're going to be continuing in and as you're going to be trading tonight, you're going to be trading AU. That's a comfortable thing to understand because that is a daily low. It's going to be the low in like every chart, obviously, but relative low. So relative low to 0.74964 is what I've got. 0.74964. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and hop down or hop back up to the hour and see where we are on some relative highs. Obviously, it's going to be right around here with the next level of distribution. We have a lot of that going on right here. Probably, I'm going to say whatever this line is, I have a line within this zone that's probably this pink line right here. I forgot what that was for, but it's still really relative. As you can see, price respects it. What was support became resistance. We all know this, or at least if you don't, now you do. So I'm going to go right at that line, 0.76504 for the relative high. So the relative high for AU is going to be 0.76504, 0.76504. All right, so now as we're going to be looking to that, obviously, as we can see, we have a massive downside movement for AU as it's been continuing down since, what is this, Friday? Yeah, after that news, it consolidated a little bit, dropped even further, and now even with Today, we're still getting a little bit of that downside movement. No news to interact with it, really. No news to interfere. I haven't. Oh man, I'm sorry. Yeah, I see AU going at least up to. You're in AU chance. I'm sorry, I didn't read any of the chat. Got in. It's 0.7524. Okay, you're all right. And on you see it rising. You know, another thing that you can be looking at down here is just kind of like, okay, so what are the levels of confluence that we got here? What do we got going on? So yes, I've got a zigzag on, and the zigzags are just to help me identify fibs. So if we're going to identify a fib with the lowest low to the highest high, give me a second, let me do that really quick. Okay, so that's about it right there. But remember, guys, that technical analysis is only a drawing. That I could convince myself on technical analysis whether it's a buy or a sell. Always got to throw in the other levels of understanding. One thing that I've been introduced to, by the way, if you don't know what my FX book is, this is really crucial for you to understand. You need to write this down. So you can just have a good, consensus, a good bias on what you might see might actually be happening. So what do we got here on AU? Look at how many people are longing it. We've got 4,300 lots on, 14,000 positions on the AUD USD buy, and 15% of it being people are shorting it. You've got about 4,100 positions that are shorting AU concurrently right now. So that I'm not saying that means anything. I'm not saying that hell get into the buy because you're following the masses. I'm kind of actually saying the opposite. I'm just saying to consider it. Always consider this with your sentimental analysis. This is where you're going to come for your sentimental analysis, but this isn't the only people that are trading. And that's another thing that you guys have to understand, that just the majority of the people who are connected to my FX book are shorting. They are shorting AU, or I'm sorry, they're not shorting. They're going into a long position on AU because they're thinking that it's done enough of that downside movement, and that we're starting to head up. And there already is levels of confluence for that. 17 pips already moving to the upside. It looks like the sellers may be exhausted. And as we're going to look at the low, or look back into the history, if we want, oh, there it goes. Here we go. Okay, 1 second. All right, we're back. All right, so as we're going to be looking for AU, we're going to be looking for that bigger upside movement. So what are we looking at least even on RSI right now? We've got RSI right here in the middle, not obviously in the middle, but coming up right, kind of just trending into that range right now after it's been out. It's been out for excuse me. It's been outside of the active zone, out of the relative price zone for a good little while now. It's made a peak back in, tapped back out, peaked back out, and now it's peaking back in. So there's also a level of confluence with an RSI. Remember, that's not always going to tell you everything. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that now. I'm going to go ahead and close that. Let's go ahead and throw that average on it. I don't know why mine's not on here, but I like my 200 MA. Or is it here? Yeah, it does say it's here. I don't see it though. There it is. Okay. So not 200, and the style, turn this up to yellow. There we go. Okay, so now we can even, oh, well, I moved that line, so we can go ahead and get rid of that. What are we looking at? Yeah, completely blast. I was already pretty much expecting that it would completely just blasted through that moving average after all of this like 200 pip drawdown. Completely came down and just really took advantage of it. I would agree with an upside movement on AU, as it's already been happening. It's already been showing itself to that point that it's going to be doing that. But always remember, Mike, that was 91% buy before the last little drop stopped people out and then started to rise. Wow, really? That's crazy. That okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Good job, Chance. That you always got to remember, guys. You always got to consider what is happening. What are other people seeing right now? What are the market makers going to do? What are they going to do to make money right now as it speaks? At least from this one little thing that we can see, they have 4,300 lots. Well, okay, so that's $43,000, give or take, obviously. Um, on this one particular pair in one direction. So what are they going to do? 9% of people are currently trading odd USD, at least as far as what my FX book can see. Because I don't think that they can see the entire market. That would be kind of broken if they could. But as far as they can see, they have a lot of people trading it, and they could stop people out. We could see that this could be a little bit of that upside spike, that we have a little bit of that movement happening right here. As you can see, that same thing happening right there. I can just click and move that. What if we got that same thing, maybe gets a little bit out of this range, the point, it gets back above this, because it's going to give people, it's going to show retail. It's going to show them that 23. It might even come out above this little wick that I don't know if you guys can see, but, continuing off maybe just a tiny bit more. And then here we go. One more push to that downside. And then there we go. And then that upside movement's going to start happening. So let's track the moves that we already have right now. So what do we got? One. Shout out to CT, by the way. We were just doing this. I know Tyson knows. 2, 3, 4. What we got? 4. What it's at right now? 4. Okay. And then 5 for the entire movement of this swing. Maybe comes down and sets just maybe a little bit lower low just to get people stopped out. We've got 4,300 positions in one direction right now. This is where patience is really going to be key. They're going to show people 20 pips, give or take, from where it is, maybe 25, 30-ish pips. Go ahead and stop all those people out who are greedy, that don't have a trading plan, who don't have a system of action and plan, and take them down, 30, 40 pips. Make sure that they're all stopped out, and then the market's going to shift, and then everybody's going to start buying. And then retail might actually even start selling, that there are going to be more sellers, because they're going to say, oh, look, it broke. And then, yeah, the retail might actually be able to step in 30 pips in, 30 pips down into this direction right now, but then, get everybody back into that sale. You got to always remember what retail is doing, guys. What are the people that go to Baby Pips learning? What are they seeing? What are they going to do when they see what they're looking at AU right now? And that's what I don't want you guys to be doing. I don't want you guys to be so concerned about with all of the confluence that you're going to find through 33% of the market. That's technical analysis. That's what we're drawing. It's extremely relevant. I hope that I'm not making it sound like what all of this history and all of this stuff I've got all over my chart is not relevant. It is 100% relevant, but not so much as, oh, look, and even that, like even this downside push could even be coming down to that relative low. So even if I could adjust that just about here, that would make sense, that we could, start to maybe get a little bit of that upside swing off AU. So let it come up to this area a little bit. Have your patience. If you miss the trade, it's absolutely okay. But I definitely do agree with this upside movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a little bit on this chart right here. I have a lot of clutter. I don't like it.
Mike, if I can show you guys something real quick on my AU analysis.
Yeah, let me hop over to you really quick. Give me a second. Okay, so stop sharing. All right, can you screen share, or do you have to request it? All right, Tyson has started screen sharing. Bam, got you.
Can you? I don't have the chat up. Can you tell me if they can see me? If they can see it?
I can. I know they can. You're good.
Yeah. All right, so guys, how I trade, I'll just let you know, I trade with a couple of different confluences, market maker method, institutional block orders, and I've combined those together with some naked forex. and whatnot. And what you're seeing on your screen right now is actually something that I've created, put together pretty much in the first month and a half since I started with IML. And this is what I've created. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you something very interesting with AU. Now, my bias is still going to the downside before it makes its reversal. And it hasn't in my eyes hit its peak formation low. So we can see up here, we've got a peak formation high of the week, reversal in the New York reversal zone, which is my red box there. Now we've got confluence down for the downside. It's moved down. We've got stage one. Now what I've learned and what I've seen consistently backtesting my method is that there's always going to be a 3-day drop. So before there is a midweek reversal. Now it's not always like that. I have to make sure there's other confirmations to add to confluence. Now I'm going to show you guys something real quick. See this 0.750000. From what I've studied and what I've learned, that's called an institutional block order. What is it? It's a place in the market, price levels, where the big banks, the big institutional traders, have large amounts of volumes ready and going, ready to like pending orders. Now look at this. If we do a bit of back testing at that level, 75000, I'm going to go back, and I just done it while Mike Miles was going through. Now check this out.
By the way, the algorithms in this world, they love 75000. They like to do it by fives.
Yeah. They like rounded numbers. Okay, so I want you guys to think of something like, if you look at 1,000 pip movement at that 000 to 200, 500, 800. And then 1,000, then it goes again. These are all key levels that the big, Morgan and Chase, Citibank, all these different, I think there's like 12 major institutes in the Forex market that are trading in, against each other. So not only are they trying to take your money, they're trying to take each other money. You know what I mean? It's just, it's a big game to them. But they're not going to be entering the market at say, let's enter the market at 75620. No, they're going to enter at more rounded whole numbers. That was a rounded number, but I mean 75000, 78000, 72000. Now, the reason they do this is A, most people don't know this, and B, as human nature, we are creatures of habit. Now, you can think they are a big institute that they might switch up things, but no, they won't. And you're going to understand why, because it's working. The system is working for them. They're making money. They don't really care. Most people are not going to know what they do. So let's have a look at the market, how it's respected this key institutional block order. Bounced off, broke through, bounced. We go here, bounced off, and then shot up from there, 137 pips. Let's keep going back. Here it's broken through doji, hit it, and then bounced down 40 pips. Again here, it's come down to that price level, bounced off again. So bounced off, then came back, repeat, and found that and bounced 60 pips up.
Those are my favorites, those taps, baby. Love it.
Yeah. So you can see how much the market, look, even here, all around it, it's gone through that. So when I trade, I not only use my system, but I also use the trading view. I get the scanner, a pattern that I like, crabs, another one ranked. The reason is that if you guys don't know this, I'm going to share some stats with you guys real quick. Let me get my notes. If you guys are not aware of this, get ready. This is Mike. Are you aware of the hierarchy rank of harmonic patterns? Just really quickly.
The what?
The percentage of success rate for harmonic patterns for the IML scanner.
No, go ahead.
I'm gonna share it real quick. Okay, so the harmonic pattern success rate. So Scott Carney, he did a study of about 21,650 harmonic patterns. he ranked the crab at 93.7% success rate. The bat, 89.3% success rate. Butterfly, 86.90 success rate. Gartley is actually ranked fourth, 86.3. If you want to share that, if you've written it down, I might share it on the group because I don't have the chat up. There was another independent study by FX Chromeworks, and they did 100,000 studies on harmonic patterns. Crab came in first at 90.89%. Your bat pattern came at second, is 90.17% success rate. Butterfly, 88.44%. And your Gartley at an 88.10%. So your average rank, your average percentage of success, combining those, crab, 92.3% success rate. Your bat at 89.74 success rate. Your butterfly at 87.67 success rate. And then your Gartley at 87.20. So I just want you guys to know that. That is data that has been tested. So that is legit. So just going on what I was saying, I do trade with the harmonic scanner. I bring it up in TradingView. I put in my key supply and demand zones or price reversal zones, as well as weekly, daily support and resistance. And then I also put my institutional block orders, those rounded numbers, and then I put pitchforks. But mainly I trade off this. Now, I'm going to go back to where the price action is right now. So from what I can see, the market does all this. It does your M. So we got a W, V, V, M, and then it reverses. So we've got an A there. So W, so M, A, A, W. So I'm looking at a lower drop. And as you can see, there is a institutional block order down here. I got a feeling that we're going to see the price move down to the 75,000 just to find those block orders before they shoot it up. So I can see more market makers enticing for the downside, getting retail traders think that it will momentum for the downside before it reverses up. That's my bias. I can see it happening. People might not even see what I see, but that's what I see. With my strategy, usually I see the accumulation phase, which is the Asian session, but it's not always the case. The market makers can switch it up. They're not going to be like, Tyson, we're going to reverse it at, London Brinks trade or New York Brinks trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They can do it whenever they want. But what I can see is that there's key things that come into play for my strategy before they actually truly reverse the trend. We're seeing the volatile bands here. This is the Traders Dynamic Index. We're seeing the bands tightening up, and before it makes a reversal move. So what that means, the volatile bands is a indication of your close of the candles. So when it tightens up, it means your accumulation contracts. An accumulation phase. So this will make a move. And from my bias, I see it going one more level down, potentially hitting that 0.75000 level, forming a W formation. And I'll be looking at, if we're doing a W formation, we'll be looking at X to A to B, B to C, and potentially in the New York Brinks, which is New York time EST is around 9:45, 9:30 equity market opens. We've got this changeover of the market makers, and then they really make some moves. So that's my analysis for AU. Mike, I will hand it back to yourself,
Of course,
brother.
It was awesome. That was really, really like I hope a lot of people got a lot out of that. Registering Gartley patterns and how that all just kind of feeds back into the idea. One thing that happens a lot. And it's funny. I was just doing a little bit of the the math, and like, yeah, this little line that I had drawn, it was like literally at 0.750000. And the way that I have it drawn out on my hour is just that 5 step, the process that the market likes to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Off we go. Could easily be happening in New York session, having a touch back down, back into that area. Like, I definitely agree with it. And what else would this do? Everybody else in the world, or granted, is buying AU right now. So what did we just say? What are our biases? We're gonna see a push. Okay, not that we're going to. This is what we are seeing. This is what everything that Tyson was just explaining. Bouncing off of that, that particular price line, getting in those institutional orders activated, hitting off of the 0000s. The 7572, that kind of stuff, that all kind of plays back in, because remember, these are based off algorithms. There are more computers trading in all of the markets than human beings. Human beings are systematically, we are not perfect like this. We do not have the ability to create such type of symmetry based off like levels of price. Remember, this market only moves off of buyers or sellers. And when we move the market right now, everybody's like, oh, but I want to be in. Right now, I can only imagine. Everybody's like, I went in. Oh, wow. See, look at this. All right, so we just got the hour close, didn't we? Okay, it's 12:17. So, last, so this is a 17-minute candlestick, as we're already looking. We might be getting a little bit of that downside push, but it's probably going to still continue to head up right now. So that's what I was saying, that retail is probably still in, that they're probably they're gonna let this ride out probably to the zone. It might theoretically just come down at this point. It might, that I could move this little line to here, and then that's it, and then that's the continuation move. Now it's going to start dropping, but that seems too simple to me. And usually, guys, when things seem too good to be true, they are. Always remember that. This world is not, the world that I'm trying to change, the world that Tyson and all of us are trying to change, is completely comprised of greed. Remember that, guys. He said the banks are trading against each other. The banks print money. Well, the Federal Reserve, right? But, still, the people who own that own the banks as well. So it like literally doesn't matter. It's just a way of consolidating power. It's a way of consolidating wealth. Well, people who understand to trade the right way become free. And that was what my mentor did. That's what all of, a lot of the stuff that I ended up learning through my mentor was stop, get out of the rat race. That's something that I want you guys, and that was something that was really sticking with me. And as you get through this week, guys, get out of the rat race. Everybody's in a rat race. Right now, how many people do y'all think are activating buys right now? They're already late. And this little bit of this, granted, I am on a 15-minute candlestick, and yeah, there was a little bit of a pullback, and yeah, they would be in a little bit of profit right now. I'm not saying that they wouldn't. This could be a successful trade if they got in at this point. Nobody wants to be left behind. Everybody wants to be in in that loop, in the circle, in the loop of information. They want to be on the winning side of the trade. So they're going to buy and buy and buy, or, if for this particular example, buy, getting in. And so as like right now, so what do we got? We've got one for how many people are buying. We got 14,661. Let me see if that number changed. 14,869. So now there's 200 more orders. Since I've refreshed the page, there's 200 more positions on a buy because they're pushing it up right now. Look at it. It's that simple, guys.
You know what, Mike? And that's, exactly it. You know what, guys? Market makers, when they look at their MetaTrader 4, just think about this for 1 second. Each market maker has multiple back-end administration moderators view of MetaTrader 4. So what they're seeing is they're able to see pending orders, stop losses, margin call areas where it's red. And what do you think they're going to do? Now, Warren said they only are given a set amount of average daily range that they can move the market. You know, the IMF, the Institutional Monetary Fund, their bosses, okay, the one percenters who, you know, if you look at, you know, I'm not even going to go into real detail, but, you know, the one percenters, the pyramids, whatever, the third scene, the all seeing eye, they're going, look, you can only move the market at this certain time with this certain amount of pips each session. Asian session, London session, New York session. So what I'm seeing, what I think about is I'm thinking about what they're trying to achieve. What is their objective? Are they're able to see all this at the back end of their MetaTrader 4 and at every trading platform around the world that we all need to use to enable ourselves to be in the market? They're not going to allow us to be able to easily take money from the market. This is a business. This is their business. They're in it to take your money, period. They're in it to take each other's money, period. Greed is a fucking killer. Now, I can go, I apologize about my swearing, but I'm very passionate and that's how I am. But as you guys understand is that this is no joke, okay? And the way I think is I'm thinking, have they accumulated enough contracts? Are they doing a trap volume move here? Is this accumulation phase completed yet? You know, I'm looking for confluences and confirmations that they've achieved that. Now, I don't have back end view, but what I do have is a trained mind and a trained eye, and I'm keeping developing that. So I want you guys to think about that as well. All right, so Mike, I'll just pass it over to you there, bro.
Oh my God, yeah, no, but you're serious. No, like it can't be said any simpler, guys. It's a business to them. This is not like, oh guys, here, everybody, you know, we're just gonna free everybody. That's not their mission. That's our mission. That's what we are going to be teaching. And no matter how many people that we could possibly bring into this, they're still going to be moving those orders. When they push off 7,500, like we just saw, or that Tyson demonstrated over and over and over, backtesting on that same level of price, if everybody could understand that, like literally as we have been on this webinar, guys, y'all saw 200 more orders to the buy side on AU since we've been on this call. This could be 0.01s. It can be a 10.0. It doesn't matter. They don't care. It's just that they know that they're going to be able to absorb that money. Now, granted, they could continue that move up. Like, guys, 100%. This move can continue. They could continue. They're going to let people get out because how many of those, what is it, 14,000 orders? Is it, what is it? Yeah, almost 15,000 orders now. How many of those 15,000 orders, let's just say for the sake of example that there are 15,000 different traders, not because I'm sure that there's a lot of traders that have multiple positions on AU, but just for the sake of example, there's 15,000 traders. How many of them have a trading plan? How many of them have an accountability partner? How many of them will get out at this certain point? Or how many people are like me when I started? I'm in profit. Oh my God, I'm making so much money. I figured it out. We're gonna ride this to infinity and beyond, Buzz Lightyear status. Like, we're just going to take this and just run all the way with it. And then they don't get out. And then what ends up happening, they either come to break even or it even, you know, gets even worse and it starts to go negative. This will happen to you over and over and over and over and over again. You'll keep getting slapped in the face. I say this all the time. Remember, guys, I purposely try to sound like a broken record because when you're thinking about trading and doing all of these kinds of things that you know maybe that's something that I say just bings right back in your head like a thunderbolt. Wait, there are 15,000 people on one side of this trade right now and only 4,000 on the other side of the trade right now. Now, what is everything that you've ever learned or you know that talks about observe the masses and do the opposite? Now, that doesn't always work. Sometimes the bias and the confluence level is right. You know, that's why it's like it's like a mind-boggling concept because sometimes technical analysis is like literally 100% on point. We could go after example after example after example of it like not even having like drawback. It just goes straight into it. But then, you know, if you're not following along with all of the other type of sentimental analysis. I have always been trained that that is the deepest understanding of forex, because what is sentimental understand what he said, the all-seeing eye, the one percenters, the all of that, all of those people that are a part of that, they print money. We are in a market that we are in a market that trades things that they created. Remember that. Don't ever forget that. If you have to tattoo that onto your hand as you're trading, and it's like physically you can't like not see it, then do it. Like Sharpie it onto your hand. Be like, hey, wake up. Get out of that rat race that's happening right now, and start to realize like what's actually going on. It is completely comprised of greed. We keep sticking on it. So I really hope that that you guys, that you see what's going on. So we're not going to stick on AU anymore. I try to sound like a broken record on purpose, guys. I hope that you don't mind it. I just passionate, just like what Tyson said, man. I'll keep slamming the information in because we've been programmed to think a certain way for so long, and my only answer to that, to seem to be able to break it, is by by shoving down positive affirmations down your throat every day. And it kind of sounds rude or whatever, but I mean, like 100%. I don't. We're trained to think about sex and drugs and not fulfilling our life purpose. We're really always based off of our primal emotions of greed and lust and food and all of that, and that's not the point of
Humorism.
life. You, Jay. Tyson, did you want to say something?
No, just adding to that consumerism. The whole
Consumerism. Yes.
being a
Yes.
drone, being programmed. It's
I do that. Yeah, and we are 100% in that life, in that world. I personally, I couldn't speak for every single person, but being raised in the United States, being raised in a family that does not have college degrees, that does not have any type of success. I do not have one family member that has ever been a millionaire. My family is full of it. My family is full of the ideology of what we are, consumerism. We are literally viruses, and not virus is the wrong word, but guys, just be clear. Oh my goodness. Please stop. Please stop doing that. Okay. All right. So now we're going to look at UJ. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. So let me move my ugly mug. All right. So what do we got going on a little bit here? As you can see, if you didn't know, UJ did have a market gap. It did in fact close after a nice little push down. Really good. They probably got a lot of people stopped out right here, that people were like, oh, the market opened under a gap, it's got to come back up and close it. Well, if your account couldn't handle a 28 pip drawdown, then and only then would you have been in profit 10 pips. But that's still not incredibly helpful. So give me 1 second. I just want some water. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so looking out to the daily, as you guys know, UJ's been heading down for a while. We should all know this. We talk about this pair all day. Daily, what are we getting? Not like really a whole lot. Um, so this is the technical analysis that we've got. This is what we're looking at. Looks good. I mean, it's not like we're looking. I'm not gonna just discover something new. I mean, I look at UJ's daily like every day. It's just whatever, right? So get on to the hour, and real quick, we're gonna hop back over here for our sentimental. All right, so we're pretty much dead even. We got 58% and 41%. Okay, obviously not dead even, but 8% of people are trading UJ as far as they can see. They've got orders they've got 6,000 orders on one side and about 7,000 orders on 7,500 orders on the other side. That is really, there's not really a whole lot for them to make either way. So this is that kind of analysis that I like the best. This is what I like to see the most, is that there's balance. There's balance. And balance is where you'll be able to catch something happening. I personally, this is just the way I do things. When you're looking for consolidation, when you're looking for when the buyers and the sellers are, together, pretty much this right here, that we talk about it all the time. It's phases. This is right here. I would consider this a phase, right? This is just where the buyers and the sellers agree. There's a baseline price, just like that middle line, just like that, and it happens all the way, and it happens for as long as it wants to, and then bam, a move ends up happening. Okay, and once it eventually obviously exhausts, then you have another price just agreement. Yes, yeah, of course. Yes, yes. Mike definitely sees that price is definitely bounced up, and this is, I would obviously extend my phase out, but the way I like to do it is I like to see taps on multiple on the same price line. What is this? Look at this, 103 200 on the dot. Look at how many taps there are. What a coinky dink, right? So I'm sure with even further back testing, there you're gonna get more taps on that same price level. And see even right here, blah blah blah. See like even where price currently is, uh, that's with this little level of consolidation that we got right here, where the buyers and the sellers were agreeing. Yes, it is about a 60 pip difference, but it's nothing like a 430 pip difference with this whole move with this whole move happening. That's the way that I've been taught to trade. I like seeing taps on multiple price levels. As you're following your pairs, you're going to start to realize that. That's why I always tell people you got to memorize the pairs that you look at and stick with it and develop yourself on it. Of course you can change pairs, but if you're going to change pairs, stick with the new pair that you decided to stick with. And that doesn't mean that you can't be looking at other pairs. That doesn't mean that you can't be trying to find opportunity in other markets. But if you, Jay, like it's my pair, then you got to be paying attention to the 99.5 and the 100 and the 105, and that's why these numbers exist right here. That's why they're the digits that are on this side. So, anyways, hopping back on, what do we got going on here? We got a little bit of that consolidation happening right now. We have, a little bit of that left to right movement. That the chart is not moving at an angle like this or like this. It's moving like this. Even though, granted, it might be doing this, it is not doing that. It's not making these big moves up and down like that. It could be, it's jumping in and out of that very little price range. That's what I like. My personal strategy, I just find it easy. I find it very, very easy to anticipate those happening like this. This is a perfect example of how many pips that you could have caught. You would not have seen that first tap on this price line. Price gets away. Price comes back down. Bam, entry. What do we take this up for? You could have theoretically taken that up to 64 pips. And then bam, you have another level of price where it taps, okay? So what ends up happening literally in the next hour comes right back down and tests that same area. Literally no drawdown. If you had a sell limit, okay, I'm sorry. You would have had a 7 pip drawdown max on this if you would have entered right at this. I mean, honestly, this price kind of comes back down a little bit further back down. Once again, you could have taken that trade, 23 pips, got out, came back down. You could have rode that one out to 24 pips or even better, 53 pips. But then, as you guys can see, look at this. This was news. This little zigzag that ends up happening, I'm pretty sure this was news if I had to guess. But that would have been this probably would have stopped you out if you would have had a sell limit or a buy limit, excuse me. And yeah, that 37 pips would have probably taken you out had you not been watching. Like I said, this was news. I'm pretty sure that was NFP. But anyways, that ends up happening, right? Once again, another tap. How many times does this have to keep happening, guys? 103 200, just like what Tyson's saying. Banks move off of these single digit numbers. What is this? 55 pips. How much opportunity, how many bills could you have paid off of this right here? And this is probably, what is this, like 4 days worth? I don't know why these are blue. I can't see them. Bothers me. So just to make it a little bit clearer, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, a whole week of trading, midweek reversal right here. This is clearly the midweek reversal. You have this happening. It's all there, guys. What do you
Yes.
not, it's so simple. This is not complicated. So what are we going to do when just for those perfectly little prime examples, what do we got? Another example of it right there. Here we are battling in price again. Even though price did battle through it, power stick, I like to call not these little sticks, but big old sticks like that, like this one right here, like that. That is a power stick. That is where a movement happens, 50 pips in 1 hour, gets through an entire price level, gets through it completely, says, no, sir, I'm done. Okay, so obviously you're going to have different types of things that are going to come up here and affect you, and obviously a bunch of other stuff that you got to consider. It's not that simple, but very simple. So what do we got? From the lowest low that we have created, let's just see. All right, so we got to move up to one side. Okay, one, push to the downside, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that would be a very, very simple thing that you could have anticipated for this little bit of this downside movement that's happening. Now, what do we think is going to actually be happening to you, Jay? The fact that you can go onto this right here for your sentimental analysis, that it's pretty much dead even. 41 to 58%, yes, there is that difference, but really look at the others. Look at AUD, NZD. 974 positions and then 6,000 on the other side. Euro odd. 5,000 people are shorting it right now, or 5,000 positions versus 1,000. Look at USD JPY right now. Pretty much dead even. GU, pretty much dead even right now. Yes, of course it's not, but Euro CAD, what was the other one? AU. Look at this. Come on now. Come on. It's when these start happening, this is where remember, whatever you want to call it, the one percenters, they're going to take advantage of that. USD JPY is not going to necessarily be the market that they're going to attack, that they're not going to say. Euro odd, look at this. As a matter of fact, I just kind of want to peep at Euro odd right now because that just looks ridiculous. Where is my Euro odd at? There it is. Okay. Why before we look at it, if you haven't looked at it yet, if not, obviously you already spoiled. How many people are selling it right now? We've got 5,000, 93% of people, 93 versus the buy. That's what we got going on right now on Euro odd. Obviously, you can see why everybody's shorting it. Technical analysis is probably going to come in, but we were just peeping at it. We're not going to discuss it right now, but we've got a little bit of a downside movement for UJ. Obviously, we're in a different move of the day, but UJ is really consolidated right now. Some price levels, some relevance. Relevant would be right here, maybe at 101 or 102 on the dot, 102 on the dot for USD JPY. That is the last relevant low that it has created. It's also respecting a trend line. I could move this out just a little bit further. Whatever, what have you. 102 on USD JPY might be the move. Right now, nobody knows what to do with USD JPY. Nobody has any idea what they're actually, what other people are actually trying to do. That's why the market is moving left to right. That's why Euro odd is, look at this. From this low that it has created, unbelievable. 360 pip movement. Now you can see why so many people are selling it. Well, technical analysis might come in perfectly, show the peeps this. Maybe come back down and tap off of this area right here. So that would literally be the extension of that box that I have going on, because clearly it blasted out through it. Can tap off of this and then stop everybody out. It can easily do that. Why wouldn't it? They have 93% of people are on one side of the market right now. What do we think they're going to do? We're talking about the people that control the industries of the world. You think that they're going to let this happen? No. They're probably more realistically, bam, bam, bam. That's probably the one. That's probably the thing that's going to happen. Or the technical analysis will be 100% right, and it's just going to come right down. But USD JPY, guys, I'm looking at 102 for my range, for my relevant low, as you can see why. Uh, we've also got for the relevant high, we're looking at 103. As you can see, like literally bounced off 103 almost to the dot. So 102 and 103, that what is that? Obviously, it's 100 pips, right? Yeah, like 100 pip range on where it's ranging right now, where price is pretty much settling. This whole move in itself, guys, there has to be a move that's going to be made. That's just the way Forex works. That's just the way all the markets work. It is inevitably going to make a push down in that way, or it's going to make a push up to, wow, okay, well, up to, back up to the upside, and then that's where you have to start throwing in your different levels of confluence if it's going to come back and tap that line. I hope that makes sense to everybody. I know I'm drawing like crazy, and I know I'm talking like crazy, but guys, Tyson, I love how you said it a second ago, brother. This is serious, guys. This is serious business. This is where billionaires play. This is where millionaires play. This is where the rich people play, because they know that how they can make money into this market. And, as a brand new trader, as whatever level trading that you are, don't get got by your social media presence. Don't get got by, if everybody's in the sell, I got to sell it too, right? I got to be in the loop. I've got to, I want to sell it too. I want to make money. I want to be on this euro odd trade. I mean, don't we all? I mean, right? I mean, it's, of course. And so do the banks. So do the people that want to do everything else, but also the people who are controlling the market, controlling price. They're like, really though, are we going to let 93% of people be right and only 6% be wrong? Or are we going to show that 93% that they're right, maybe 5 to 10% gets out because they're following rules, and then we're going to stop out 80% of people, and then we're going to margin call all those people, and then the 6% of people are going to win, and plus the 5 to 10% that were in the sell that got out per their goal. Does that make sense? Guys, like, really, is it starting to paint the picture in your head? This is, so guys, this is Sunday. This is the market open. I really wanted to go over a lot of mindset. I really wanted to, this is always what I like to do because I know the markets are open. The weekend just ended. It's time to make money. It's time to get back into that mode. It's time to get back into that, okay, the markets are open. We got to be staring at it all day, every day. True, true, true. I mean, that is all true, but guys, let's be real here. We're against evil people. And I don't like to use the word evil because evil is relative. I can't say that I'm good and they're evil just because I know that they're controlling a market and stealing literally probably billions of dollars from people a year and getting away with it. Because who are we to say that we wouldn't be doing the exact same thing in their situation? I personally wouldn't, but that's my ego talking. I'm like, no, I'm just such a great person, and I do all of this for everybody. Yeah, great, but when you're handed the keys to the world, let's see what kind of decisions you start making. And I say that to myself. I'm not saying that to any one person here. I'm just saying that don't ever say that you're good and they're evil. I mean, it's just how it is. But it's a business, guys. They have to make the moves for them because the people who are trading in Forex, they got to make money or they're going to get fired. I mean, there are literally people who are paid salaries to trade in not just Forex and options and futures and mutual funds and hedge funds and all of these, like, so many different things. If y'all have seen, The Big Short, with all the stuff that they were all employed by banks, but yet they figured it out. They went against what everybody had thought, blah, blah, blah. We know the story. The point is, guys, is that they got to make their money too. They're going to make their money. It's not that they need to, they're going to. There is no ands, if, or buts about it. It's this, are you going to be with them or are you going to trade against them and be the 95%? Are you going to be that 95% that's like, yes, it's selling right now, we should all sell? Like, look at the consolidation on Euro Odd literally as we speak. It's bouncing off of my fib level. It's giving me all of the confluence I could possibly desire. And then it actually might start moving down 20 pips, 30 pips. But don't you want those 300 pip movements? Don't you want to be at the bottom of something like this? Don't you want to see something like that happening? I mean, it's honestly one of the most rewarding things ever. And I just don't know how else to say it. Like, Tyson, what do you got to add on that, brother?
Yeah. So okay, so like for me, for instance, like when I'm looking at trade setups, um, even though I've got all this kind of bias and perspective, I know that there's a chance that it's not going to go the way that I think it's going to go. Now, I don't trade the retail technical trend. I trade the market maker trend. I want to see, I'm analyzing and breaking it down and looking at how they move the market so that I am putting myself in the best position where I am in their trend, when they're reversing the trend. Now, there's what Mike is saying, that this is a perfect opportunity. Sunday where you guys are, Monday where we are. It's not much action is going on really, but in saying that, there is still opportunity to see opportunity with trades. But it's a really great opportunity to increase your mindset. Now, we all know this is 70, 10, 80, 20, what do you want to say, mindset psychology. So I really, really make it a continuous morning ritual before I trade to make sure that my mind is clear. I meditate. I'm going to the gym. I'm doing things in order for me to be able to have a clear mindset when I'm trading. And then when I'm doing my analysis, if I can't see a trade that is very obvious, I'm not going to trade, because I'm a sniper. I want to be able to see clearly that I have got the best probable setup. And then when I see that, I still don't shoot until it's absolutely confirmed. Now, in the past, when I first started, I wasn't doing that. I didn't know that you had to be more patient. And, I'm going to take a saying from Mr. Christopher Derrick himself. This whole thing is the markets is a transfer from the impatient to the patient. And then if you combine that with understanding how the market makers think and how they operate, and having total confidence, and even seeing the retail technical trend, but also seeing the market maker trend, guys, you'll see a like an exponential increase in your profits. You'll see every time I trade, I'm so like giddy, but then I have to check myself, because it's like, Tyson, even though you're at this good level, you're not a master, you're not a guru, you're nothing, you're no one special, but you've trained your eye. Now don't rest on your laurels. Never ever rest on your laurels. Keep increasing your value. Keep increasing your knowledge, because there's always something that you can learn, that you can add to your already existing trading system, existing trading plan, to even solidify it more. Okay, so
Always be a
really,
student.
yeah, always be a student. So look, I think that's pretty much all I got right now.
Yeah. No, well, we've been on it for a while. This was more of, as it was Sunday, guys. You know what I normally like to do. I like to open things up into the sense of just looking at the opportunities. Yeah, we're looking at Euro Odd right now. Yeah, we're looking at AU for the push up, looking for UJ to stop consolidating and making a move. Guys, these are all very, very, very simple things to see. You don't have to hop onto the Trade House streams or, IWC streams to see stuff like that. It's more about bringing it all together. You can look at Euro Odd right now, like what you guys are looking at, and just be like, wow, the buyers have had power for the last 3 days. The sell is coming. The sell is coming. The sell is coming. 100%. Whether it's now or it's going to be in New York, whether it happens, just like what Tyson said. It's not. Stop overcomplicating it. You are either patient or you're impatient, and you're going to lose your money. Just like in anything else, if you do not learn to invest yourself into the market, then you're not going to be successful. If you do not learn to invest yourself in anything that you're doing, you're not going to be successful. Nothing is just going to be like, oh yeah, I really hope that people don't come into Forex and thinking that there's like some type of indicator or some type of method or a trainer like me or Tyson or Chris Terry or whoever. It doesn't matter who it is. That we just like we know something that you don't. Granted, yeah, we've trained our eyes. Yeah, granted, we've gone through trial and error, but it's not like we're holding something in our back pocket that we're not teaching you. That it's not like I'm holding information away from you guys and I'm not going to tell you unless, unless I feel like it's going to benefit me in some way. No, like I legitimately, this is where we're at, guys. This is the way that we all increase our knowledge together, and it's the only way that it's going to actually work. And guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We've almost been on for 2 hours now. No, we just talk. I talk too damn much. But we're gonna be wrapping it up here. We're not gonna really be going over biases. Like you guys, we look for Euro odd, look for USD JPY, and look for AU. Those are the pairs. Gold, by the way, Chris Terry did throw out a gold call a little while ago, very very much so turning up into the into the direction that it was. So if you are an IMO, congrats on that. It's been going well. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and bring it back in. Let's go ahead and wrap things up for tonight. I don't like to, I know we all got stuff that we got to do. Me and Tyson got some stuff that we need to go over as well. So go ahead and, guys, put your phones down, put the pens down, put everything back down, and close your eyes. And let's get into the synchronicity. Tyson, if you're not in Australia, Tyson's in the future. So we're going to be communicating with the future. I'm just kidding. But, all right, guys. Just, stretch out a little bit. Yeah, let's go. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'll make it to where you guys can see me and Tyson. So get in some big, deep breaths, guys. Open the lungs. All right, guys, with your eyes still being closed, I want to thank y'all all so much for being here tonight, for sticking with us. I know it's been a long one. I know it's been a little bit of a sporadic one, but I hope that some knowledge, I hope that something got through to you today. I hope that maybe that you have that breakthrough moment with understanding to a deeper sense on what you have to do to become successful in this market or just in life in general. If something just resonated with you, and as you guys are continuing your breathing, recognize that all of you guys are in synchronicity right now. Even me, we all are. And that is honestly one of the most powerful things that we can do with each other is become to that same vibration. Just succumb to that same, like literally y'all are all taking in breaths of oxygen and exhales of carbon dioxide, literally probably within milliseconds of each other. You are literally right there every single breath. That is power. I can't stress that enough. The fact that we all come onto the same thing every single night, do the same thing that we're always doing every single night, learning something new, pushing to the next level. I'm telling you, you are feeding into the much, much, much bigger idea. It goes so much further than anybody on this call, guys. It goes to the people that are literally eating dirt right now, that literally have no electricity, that are people that are using the bathroom in the river and then washing their bodies further down the river where it's just, it's just, guys, it's not good. The system that we live in right now is not working, and I want to personally thank every individual for helping co-create the experience that we share tonight, because those are the type of people that we need to help. We are all going to help our families. We're all going to be able to do what we want to do, but guys, always remember that you are blessed to be on the internet right now. You are blessed to have a computer in front of you. You are blessed to have electricity. You are blessed to be able to get off this call tonight or today, whatever it is for you, and go literally do whatever you want. So many people do not have that option on the planet right now. Billions of people do not have that option right now. Always remember what you have, guys. So go ahead and open your eyes. Thank you all so much for tuning into the stream tonight, guys. It was, I think a lot of stuff got, really got passed around. It's been a really, really good stream. Tyson, I want to thank you. Of course, I know we're still gonna be on the stream, or we're still gonna be talking afterwards, but coming together, we're gonna be doing this a lot more, by the way.
Yeah.
Just with other people and really just getting it involved. We're taking IML to the next level. We're taking the trade houses. We're taking IWC to the next level. So, guys, if you wouldn't mind, we're going to go ahead and, wrap things up. If you wouldn't mind just screenshotting it, tagging the trade house, tagging IWC, tag Tyson, tag me, just whoever, just to get it out there. And, guys, we're going to be here tomorrow at the same time, the same place. Make sure you bring your questions. Make sure you bring other people with you. And we will see you guys tomorrow. Love y'all all. Namaste, family.
Understood.
Yeah, Tyson, if you want to say any last words, you good?
No, that's fine, brother. I'm
All
all good.
right. Love you guys. We will see y'all tomorrow. All right.